All right, San Diego's own Trey White just announcing on social media he will return to the Mesa coming off a remarkable redshirt sophomore season as an edge rusher, top 5 in the nation in sacks and tackles for loss. Trey White with us right now. John and Jim, home of the Aztecs, San Diego Sports 760. Trey, Aztec fans are excited, not just yourself, but a number of your teammates announcing this afternoon they're returning for 2025. So, first of all, thank you for joining us. And secondly, what went into your decision here today?
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. And I just felt like there was some unfinished business that we had to do. You know, my goal has always been to win a championship here, and I'm sticking to that. So I'm excited.
Was it difficult for you, or was it a fairly easy one? Like you said, you know, you have unfinished business here. You want to win a conference championship. Like how much thought went into this decision for you once the season ended?
You know, every decision that I make isn't taken lightly. You know, I had to talk to my parents, and you know, I just felt in my heart that it was right. I had to keep praying, and you know, at the end of the day, this just felt right. So I just went with my gut, and you know, kind of the familiarity with the program and the coaching staff. I see Coach Lewis's vision, so I'm really excited for what's coming.
Trey White is with us right now. Again, had a remarkable season. Obviously, he wants to win, like you just said, at a higher level than 3-9. Hence the line you just mentioned of unfinished business. What does it mean, Trey, to be returning with some of these other stalwarts on the defense? And we could talk about the offense too, with Ross Massioli announcing he's coming back. But Tano, a San Diegan, coming back. Chris Johnson, Dale Sean Staley. Like, what does it mean to you collectively that you're all collectively returning?
Yeah, it means a lot. They were all a big part of our defense. Me, Tano, and Chris are actually roommates. Oh. So we've definitely been talking for sure. And we definitely want to get a ring for this organization and this program because we feel like it's been a long time coming just because of the standard here. So we're definitely excited, especially Ross coming back too. So I'm definitely excited for what's to come.
And going into next year, year 2 under Sean Lewis, you know, you talk about the vision, and you have bought into this vision from Sean Lewis. What is it about him in a tough year like this that gives you guys so much confidence that you can reach these goals?
Yeah, he's just a great leader for us, and he wants to win as much as we want to win, you know. And as soon as we can get guys on the same page and bought in on the team, that I know I could see where he's coming from, everything he preaches. You know, you see it, like where you see it working, you see flashes, but we just have to be able to put it all together on all 3 phases of the game.
How prideful is it for you and the other San Diegans? You're out of Chula Vista, but for the players that are out of San Diego, black, and represent San Diego State.
Right. Obviously, we didn't have the season we wanted to this year, and that kind of hit me in the heart. So I couldn't leave this place without, you know, making something happen here. And you know, I take a lot of pride in me being from San Diego, and I grew up watching San Diego State. So you know, I want to bring a championship here.
How much blame do you put on me and John for when you came on with us a couple months ago, and we were talking about 20 sack season, and it didn't happen for you, but you know, having 12.5 sacks this year was a great accomplishment for you this year.
Yeah, you know, I don't put any blame on you guys at all.
It's our fault.
No, yeah, I'm the one playing, so you know, it's on me, but also game plans change week by week, and you know, teams of offenses that we play in are different. You know, got a couple more double teams and things like that. But you know, that's a part of the game. As long as it opens up other avenues for my teammates to make some plays, and I'm all good with it. Stats don't mean anything.
Trey White with us right now, John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760. Trey, can you describe for our listeners the importance of the collectives in college athletics? I'm thinking specifically about the collective regarding San Diego State football, Aztec Link. I know, obviously, collectives and NIL are playing a large role in the college athletics space. How significant is Aztec Link for the future of San Diego State football?
I think it's one of the main pieces to the future of Aztec football, to be honest. Just the way the landscape is for college football, if you want to retain your players or, you know, get some great players out the portal, then I feel like that's a really great thing to invest in for the future here if you want to see a lot of championships come here.
So I probably know this answer, but I'll ask it anyway. You know, off season now for you, what's next for Trey White? Is it just, you know, continue working, or what's on the agenda here for you now that you have made this big decision that you'll be returning to the Mesa next year?
Yeah, so I wanted to give my body probably like a week or two break since the season just ended. It's been a long season, so but after those 2 weeks, then I'm gonna get right back to work. I definitely want to elevate my game and just be better than I was this past season.
What part about your game that you really want to work on to improve this offseason going into next year?
I definitely want to work on my power for sure. I feel like that was really underutilized in my game, and just my overall pass rush and run stop. I feel like I have so much to work on, and that's what excites me. I can be so much better than I was this year, and I know I can. But I'm just excited to show it off this coming year.
Again, Trey White with us again, a San Diegan returning to the Mesa for his redshirt junior year. You look at the landscape, Trey, of college football, and we see what's playing out. For example, tonight, the Mountain West title game between Boise State and UNLV, and likely the winner of that game is in the college football playoff. Has that kind of changed things for a player like yourself in a Mountain West school, where that, like you said, unfinished business, you're a championship away from maybe being in the shoes of Boise State or UNLV in 2025?
Yeah, seeing that one of those teams is going to go to the college football playoffs just gives us hope now that it's possible, because with the old football playoff, there was only 4 teams, so it was like really almost like impossible to get there. But now we see that it's going to happen for sure this year. So, I'm excited for what we can do with this team coming this year, and hopefully we can be in that position this time around next year.
Any thoughts on tonight? By the way, you played both of these teams. You played in Boise. You played in Vegas against UNLV. Any thoughts on how tonight will play out in the Mountain West title game?
I think it's going to be a great game. Yeah. I just hope that both teams leave the game with no injuries. Yeah. And I'm not going to say who I want to win.
All good. Yeah. All good.
If they could both lose, you would choose that, but it can't happen.
Exactly. Yeah. Trey, congratulations. I know a lot of Aztec fans are excited. There's a lot of chatter I'm seeing already on social media, and it's just a big shot in the arm, obviously, for the program to have yourself and other key contributors from 2024 back for next year at Snapdragon Stadium and on the Mesa. So thank you for hopping on with us. Congratulations on a great year for you individually, and we'll catch up with you again in 2025, all right?
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right, great stuff. Great stuff. Great representative of the program, Trey White, who we said at 6 weeks ago, so well spoken, and then you see his production on the field, and his production on field is basically, maybe it's not unmatched, maybe that's cliche, but he's top 5 in sacks and tackles for loss in the nation. To me, that's darn impressive. That's a really productive year.
Yeah, even though we jinxed it. I ruined it for him. Ruined it. Yeah, because I asked him the question about.
Right. You're like, oh, do you want like 100 sacks? It's like, yeah.
Like, do you know what the record is for most sacks in a season by an Aztec player?
Are you going to get that?
Well, it's this number.
Hey, Dylan Cease, you haven't allowed a hit for 26 batters. Are you going to allow a hit now?
How many sacks did he get after that interview? Like 1?
No, I think 2.5. I think he had 10.
Oh, that's right.
And then he had
10.5, and he finished with 12.5. He finished
at 10 or 10.5. He got 12.5 is still third most in the history of the program in a single season. So that's doing real work. And the issue in the second half of the season, and they lost their last 6 games, is they took on really good mobile quarterbacks. The UNLV quarterback tonight, Haj Malik Williams, really mobile. Devin Dampier, he just went in the transfer portal from New Mexico. Mobile quarterback. Air Force, they just run the ball. There weren't any sacks to be compiled against the Air Force Academy, but it's exciting. Trey White will be returning to San Diego State again in 2025.